Hi everyone, I'm John. I'm the copywriter here at 123reg. You might have seen before I did a video about how to write good copy for the web. This time I'm going to look at a bit more of a specific area. It's about how to write good sales copy. So we've covered online shops and e-commerce a bit on the blog recently, if you've seen that. We've explained how to set up an online shop, and what I want to do now is just explain a little bit about how you persuade people who are looking at your online shop to actually buy from you. Excuse me. So I've put down a few key things here that I think are really important when you're writing the text for your shop. The first thing is who, and the question really here is who are you aiming at? You can't effectively sell to everybody, so you need to really think about who your product is aimed at. So for instance, if your typical customer is someone who is very short for time and your product is one which can save them time, you need to express that in your copy, and if you do that, it will appeal to that person. The second thing I've got is to focus, and that means to stay focused with your copy. Now, on any online shop, you do need to provide full information about your products because people expect to see that. But what I'm talking about here is the headline area, the main bit of text where you really sell the product, the first bit people see. In that space, I think you need to really focus in on 3 or 4 things, absolute maximum probably, that are really important to your customers. And again, it comes back to who. So think about the person you're aiming at. Think about the things that are going to be most important to them. 3 or 4 things, and really focus on them and talk about them first. The third thing I've put down here is to think about benefits. The temptation when you write about your products or your services that you sell is to talk about the features, how great your things are because they have 38 widgets or whatever. Actually, what customers really want to hear is how those features will benefit them. So I think it's really important to highlight specific things, give examples if you can, even better, but specific ways in which your product will benefit your customers. It will help you because it will make your life easier in some way, it will save you money in some way. That's really powerful. The next thing I've got down here is to think about why, and again this really goes through all this process as well, but it's always think about why people will buy from you. What are they looking for? What is the need you will fulfill? Address that again and again and again. Every time you talk about a benefit of your product, it should be related directly to why your customer wants to buy. Next thing I put is why not. Sounds a bit funny that, but what I mean by this is that you need to address their objections. So if you've ever bought something online, you read through the sales copy and maybe it sounds great, but at the back of your mind there's always these things come. I think, that's great, but I can't buy this because it's too big or it's too expensive, or I can't buy this because, it could be any reason at all. If you can work out what your customers' objections will be, why they typically will not buy from you, you can address those in your copy. And because you can address them before the customers even thought about them, they carry more power. So by anticipating those things, you actually, you remove barriers to them purchasing from you. The next thing I put down here is to reinforce what you say. It's not quite as simple as just repeating yourself over and over and over again, but it comes back to your key points. You've got your 3 or 4 key points, your key benefits. Stay focused on them. Talk about them in different parts of the copy. When you talk about the product, make sure you reiterate the key things again so they're really lodged in your customer's mind. Now, if you've done all this correctly, you should now have someone on your website who is keen to buy, they're excited about your product, perhaps they're ready to part with their money. This is where you need to make sure you make it really easy for them to buy. That means putting in a call to action, a buy now link, a nice big buy button in the right place. And if you do that, you've got them, you'll have a happy customer, they'll go happy to purchase from you, and you'll be happy that you've made a sale. I've just given you a quick overview there really. It's obviously a little bit more complex than that, and I'll put some links and stuff at the bottom of this post on the blog so you can get some further reading. But I hope that's been a good introduction for you. Last thing I just want to say is if you've got any feedback, any comments or anything else you'd like to see us cover on here, please do leave a comment or send us an email and let us know, because we're doing these things and we hope they're useful, we want to make them better, it'd be great to hear from you. Thanks a lot.